Life after 65 isn't about slowing down. It's about finding a new groove. It's a time when every day is a chance to prove you're still in the game, that the years have only added wisdom without dimming your spark. Being a champion at this age isn't about climbing mountains or breaking records. It's about the quiet, powerful wins, those moments when you feel your body and soul are still in sync. If you can do these 7 things, you're not just living, you're shining. Let's dive into why these seemingly simple abilities are true signs of triumph. Shouting, "I'm still here, and I'm owning it." You're walking down the street, and ahead lies a small bridge over a creek. It's not steep, but it takes effort, a few steps up, then down. You don't hesitate or gasp for air. Your legs carry you forward with confidence, your heart beats steadily, and before you know it, you're on the other side without a second thought. If you can tackle small inclines like this without getting winded, you're already ahead of the pack. This isn't just a walk, it's a daily endurance test life throws at you. Research from the University of Helsinki shows that people over 65 who can handle moderate physical challenges with ease are 30% less likely to face heart issues in the next decade. Why? Because these movements are a workout for your heart, lungs, and muscles, no gym membership required. Picture this. You're out with friends, exploring a historic part of town. Up ahead is a hill leading to a cozy cafe. You don't look for a detour or ask to sit it out. You just keep going, maybe even cracking a joke about it being a warm-up for dessert. This isn't just physical strength, it's trust in your body. You know it won't let you down, and that sense of freedom is priceless. Every step up is a small victory, saying, "I've still got it." So next time you see a slight incline, don't skirt around it. Take it on. It's your personal challenge, and you've already won. Now let's peek inside your mind. You're at dinner with family, and someone asks, "What did you do last Wednesday?" You pause for a second and reply, "I went to the park, stopped by the bakery, and watched a documentary about space in the evening." No big deal, right? But here's the thing. Being able to recall details like that without a hitch isn't trivial. It's a sign your brain is still running like a well-oiled machine. Memory is like a garden, tend to it, and it thrives. According to the European Neurological Society, about 12% of people over 65 deal with mild cognitive impairments. But if you can effortlessly remember what you had for lunch or what you chatted about with a neighbor, you're outpacing the stats. Memory loves activity, not just physical, but mental too. It's not about tackling complex puzzles or memorizing poetry, though those help. It's about staying curious. Maybe you jot down your weekly plans to keep things straight. Or you tell your grandkids about that time you hitchhiked to the coast. Every time you recall something specific, you're giving your brain a workout. Imagine this. You're sipping tea with friends, and someone mentions an old song. Suddenly, you remember dancing to it at a high school party, and you even hum a few bars. Everyone laughs, and you feel that memory come alive. It's not just nostalgia, it's proof your mind is still sharp. Reading, chatting, even arguing about which TV show is better, all of it keeps your brain humming. So keep remembering, sharing, joking. These are small wins that make your mind unstoppable. Now for something that seems like child's play but is actually a big deal. Try standing up, lifting one leg, and holding it for 12 seconds. No leaning on a chair, no flailing arms, just stand. Did you do it? Congrats, you just aced one of the best longevity tests out there. A study in Age and Aging found that people over 65 who can balance on one leg are 45% less likely to face falls or injuries in the coming years. Balance isn't just about strong muscles. It's about your brain, nerves, and body working together like a tight-knit team. Think about it. You're walking on a sidewalk, and a slick leaf is underfoot. If your balance is solid, you instinctively adjust and keep going. If not, it could mean a tumble. Falls are a leading cause of injuries at this age, but the good news is balance can be trained. Simple moves like walking a straight line or trying Tai Chi work wonders. Picture yourself at a family gathering. showing off to the grandkids by balancing on one leg while they count. They're thrilled, and you feel like a rock star. It's not just fun, it's a sign your body is still in your control. So next time you're waiting for the bus, try standing on one leg. It's a tiny victory that says, I'm still in the game. Now let's talk about laughter. The real kind, where you're laughing so hard tears stream down your face and your cheeks ache. If at 65 plus you can still crack up over a fringe joke, a silly mistake, or even yourself, you've got a superpower. Laughter isn't just a reaction to something funny. It's medicine. Research from Loma Linda University shows that regular laughter cuts stress levels by 25% and boosts endorphins, making you happier. Plus, it strengthens your immune system, helping you fend off colds and ailments. Imagine that. Every time you chuckle at a sitcom or a goofy moment, you're literally getting healthier. Life at this age isn't always a breeze. There are days when health falters, loved ones are far away, or the world feels too fast. But if you can find a reason to laugh, you're already a winner. Laughter is like a shield against gloom. Think back to sitting with friends, and someone shares a story about mixing up salt for sugar in a cake. You start howling, and suddenly your troubles seem smaller. Or maybe you're watching an old movie, laughing at a joke you've heard 100 times but still find hilarious. That's not just laughter, it's a sign your spirit is still young. So laugh loud and often. It's your way of telling life, you can't break me. Now for what makes life truly vibrant. People. If you're still calling old friends, meeting up with neighbors, or even making new connections, you're doing something huge. Loneliness is a shadow that can creep in unnoticed. According to the World Health Organization, about 20% of people over 65 face social isolation, which harms both mood and health. But if you're still at the heart of your network, whether it's family, friends, or a hobby group, you're already a champ. Social ties are like oxygen for the soul. They give you joy, purpose, and a sense of belonging. Think of Sicily, where people live long and happy lives. One of their secrets? Warm gatherings with friends and family. They sit around a table, share stories, laugh, and it keeps them sharp. Imagine inviting friends over for coffee. You set out the cups, pull out some cookies, and soon the room is buzzing with chatter. Or maybe you joined a painting class and now swap life stories with new pals. These moments aren't just pleasant, they strengthen your spirit and health. So keep calling, texting, meeting up. Your connections are your treasure. Now let's step into your kitchen. You open the pantry, grab some grains, veggies, spices, and start cooking. Nothing fancy, maybe just buckwheat with steamed veggies. But the fact that you're doing it? That's a triumph. Cooking is about independence. It's about taking care of yourself, creating something with your own hands. A Canadian study found that people over 65 who cook regularly at home are 28% less likely to face nutrient deficiencies or chronic illnesses. Cooking isn't just about food. It's about health, creativity, and even mindfulness. Think about it. You're at the stove, chopping carrots, tasting the sauce. In that moment, you're fully present. It's your ritual, saying, I'm still running my life. Plus, cooking is a way to show love. Maybe you're baking cookies for the grandkids or inviting a friend for dinner. Every time you set a plate on the table, you're creating a moment of warmth. Picture sharing a recipe with someone, explaining how your grandma made her famous stew. It's not just food, it's a story, a connection, a life. So keep cooking, even if it's just oatmeal. It's your way of telling the world, I'm still here, and I'm good. And finally, let's talk about movement. Not the gym or yoga, but the simple stuff, bending down to pick up a dropped pin or reaching for a book on a high shelf. If you can do these without pain or stiffness, you're winning. Flexibility and mobility are what keep you free. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that people over 65 who maintain joint mobility are 55% less likely to face daily limitations. It means you can dress yourself, walk, live, and that's a massive victory. Imagine you're in the park, bending to smell a flower, or reaching to adjust a curtain. These moves seem basic, but they demand your body's full cooperation. And the more you move, the longer you keep that freedom. Dancing, stretching, even a brisk walk, all of it counts. Think of playing with grandkids, chasing a ball, or swaying at a party. It's not just motion, it's joy. So keep reaching, bending, stepping. Every moment is your dance with life. Each of these 7 things, climbing slopes, sharp memory, steady balance, hearty laughter, warm connections, tasty meals, and free movement, feel small. But together, they paint a picture of someone who's not just living but thriving. These aren't just skills. They're signs of strength, joy, and resilience. If at 65 plus you can do all this, you're not just killing it, you're setting the standard. You're proving life doesn't fade with age. It blooms in new ways. So keep walking, laughing, cooking, connecting, and moving. You're not just living, you're winning, and doing it with style.